Men who fled communism blast Oregon lawmakers for gun control attempt. Very powerful article by Mikhail Thalen. Another article was Jay Leno canned by NBC for criticizing Obama. I don't know. Do fish swim in the ocean? Do bears live in the woods? You know my stupid sayings. DARPA boffin. Future government surveillance will be like Apple Siri. Very important article by Steve Watson. I'm going to tie that into Bitcoin in a minute. Scientists confirm Fukushima radiation in California kelp. That's why the kelp we sell, the monophyllin, is from the southern hemisphere, from New Zealand. Also, we have this Ambassador Newland audio reveals State Department role in undermining Ukraine. They want total chaos and the breakdown of Ukraine from Russia and the EU so the big banks can come in and loot it. See, there's not even a national sovereignty issue now of where you do divide and conquer and order out of chaos, so you're number one. That's bad enough. Now it's purely so financial interest can liquidate and dissolve like a mosquito through its proboscis injects saliva. That's why it itches so bad. That then dissolves the platelets so it can suck up a larger quota of nourishing blood and other juices. And that's what they do. They go in and dissolve a society, then pose as a savior, and exsanguinate, I believe is the proper term for the proboscis, then slurping it back up. Continuing. Think about Bill Clinton's proboscis. Let's continue here. Big ugly nose on him. Yeah, that's usually stuck in the cocaine bucket. But that's because he's liberal. It's a good deal, Larry. Oh, I did not have sex with that woman. That's just so ridiculous. Continuing, Kentucky police, I never got to this, set up eating while driving checkpoints. That is an incredible article, and we have a video on that. We'll be getting to that in the next hour. And I want to get Dr. Paul Craig Roberts on today or Sunday. He's got a good article about Washington destabilizes Ukraine, and that's now proven out in the open. And also coming up in the next hour, I will cover this in detail. Pew study, Christians are the world's most oppressed religious group, one of the most prestigious polling and research groups. Pew Research finds Christians are the most persecuted. They are the most persecuted by a giant long shot. And then after that is Muslims, Jews, others. Folk religions, Hindus, Buddhists. So there you go, folks. Christians are being slaughtered, and the globalists are funding that and supporting that worldwide. So that's some of the news that's coming up. By the way, Watson did a video yesterday that went viral titled The Truth About Russia and Putin's Anti-Gay Stance. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a tolerant person. And you know, everybody knows who's been listening to me for 18 years that the whole sex thing is just not my bag. I'm not here on a high horse lecturing people all day. I really am not obsessed with what you do in your bedroom. I just want to really be honest with everybody out there. But I've been forced to cover it because I'm sick of it. I cannot watch any TV show, any movie, anything without sexualization propaganda. I don't care if it's heterosexual or homosexual. It's mainly homosexual, targeting my children. And I'm sick of it. And I'm sick of not being able to watch a sporting event or the Olympics or a sitcom, anything I watch. I got to watch Turner Classic Movies with my children when I let them watch TV once or twice a week, or I got to find old cartoons or whatever, because it is just unbelievable. And that's all they're saying is stay away from kids, don't push it on people, and the media is just freaking out about it. I actually look forward to being able to watch the Olympics with my children, except when an NBC has all of the propaganda during their breaks. But if you're Johnny on the spot with a remote, you know, it won't show the guys or girls kissing every time you go to break. And I mean, it's just stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I mean, stop trying to beat everybody over the head with it. And again, I mean, here's an example. Let's say I loved a steakhouse. Or let's say I loved a particular store. But if they stood outside my house beating on pots and pans, well, see, it's not like I love it. I just don't, it's not my issue. I don't hate anybody. I'm neutral. I'm tolerant. But if you stand outside my house just going, gay, 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 like the monkey beating the cymbals together, I mean, it gets really, really old the way it's being pushed. And it needs to stop. And it's a cultural wedge because all our other basic liberties are being removed. And so they want to create these faux liberties. Like I saw in the news yesterday, yes, more schools in the first grade, you've got to let the little boys go in the girls' bathroom. And little 5-year-olds are not thinking about dressing like boys or girls. Either way, it's how your parents dress you. They are literally trying to sexualize our children. And if they can get away with that, the sky's the limit. I mean, I've had enough of this. And I'm not even defending Putin. I mean, the city they've picked for it is the lowest quality place where they can suck the most money out of it for the Russian mob. I mean, Russia's got its own sick issues, but it's amazing. Many anthropologists and archaeologists believe that before man even discovered the power to harness and use fire, we were involved in agrarian activities. That is, taking the seeds of plants and then replanting them to produce more. The very foundation of our modern civilization and human culture is centered around the planting and cultivation of edible plants.
Here are some of the amazing deals at InfoWars Seed Center at InfoWarsShop.com.
The Survival Seed Vault by My Patriot Supply features only the finest survival heirloom seeds for a robust and hardy garden, even in the toughest times. We also have starter varieties of the deluxe seed packages for fruit, salads, salsa, peppers, medical herbs, and more.
Go to the InfoWars Seed Center at InfoWarsShop.com.
And remember, the revolution against tyranny is growing.